In this society, we are raised to believe that if I love you, I have to behave in a certain way that follows a very narrow pattern of expectation created by a bunch of fools called humans. Most humans are fools. No offense. I love you dearly, but it's true. And so we've created this very narrow construct of social validation and social acknowledgement and what kindness looks like, what love looks like, what it means, you know, what you have to do when you care about someone, that we've really lost touch with the essence of what love is and what is required for you. What kind of state do you need to be in order for your love to be genuine, in order for your generosity, your care, your kindness to be genuine? So we've replaced true love and authenticity and authentic care and generosity with kindness and pretense and making sure that you look good, being really loving to everybody around you, and by all means don't follow your heart when you want to, when you need to, when spirit urges you to follow your heart. Don't follow your heart because you might hurt somebody else, and that would mean that everybody thinks that you don't care about them, right? So we've replaced this absolutely authentic, loving, joyful, spark-like, radiant, generous love, this sincere care for the benefit of all, with this strange mental concept of self-validation in the eyes of others. Now, what's more hypocritical than that? What's more slimy and manipulative than that? So what am I saying? I'm saying don't do that. Stop doing that. Let's all stop doing that. Let's give each other permission to follow our hearts, to be as we truly are, to not give a fuck about who's watching, to not give a fuck about who's going to be offended. And of course, there are certain situations where some level of appropriateness might want to be observed, and you've got the skillful means, the knowledge, the wisdom to do that. If you're going to do like outrageous, ridiculous things, then these are just acts of compensatory behavior, most likely, where you're like, oh, I gotta be free and I gotta not care about what anyone thinks. I'm advising that you'll have a natural balance to your wisdom, to your love, to your generosity, to your freedom that will express itself as appropriate when it really needs to be appropriate, as an icebreaker when everyone would benefit from having the ice broken up a little bit, and as more radical and pushing the boundaries and maybe triggering a few people that are around you when that's really of service. And you'll know when is the right thing to do because you're in a happy state. Almost every balance, practically every balance or paradox that you try to figure out, like, is this balanced, or should I be more on this side, or should I lean more towards that side? Almost all of these balances in social situations and in your personal life are solved when you're in a state of happiness, in a state of expansion, in a state of alignment with what you truly are. And you can't do that if you prioritize the image of caring about other people and being really loving and being really spiritual and new agey, lovey-dovey, or kind and conservative and like professional and mow your lawn every day and that kind of horseshit. So as long as you're pretending, you will not be able to activate this heart sphere. You will not be able to be generous. You will not be able to be in love with others, right? So the less you care, the more you love. The more you love, the less you care. I guess that's my point. Care less about what other people think. Love more. Step into your alignment. Step into your freedom. Make it authentic. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. And when you get used to it, naturally all the skillful means and the wisdom that you need to be tactful when you have to be tactful, to be a disruptor when you have to be a disruptor for the benefit of all, and to simply just be yourself and not think so much about what other people think. Do not see yourself through the eyes of the other observers, because really there aren't any, you could say. So, have fun and love yourself. And through your love for yourself, you'll have the most authentic love for others naturally without having to care about everything they think.